Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. Ahead, a new mural celebrates the Black community, plus preserving the Rose Bowl and other historic venues. But first, a local nonprofit is exposing inner-city kids to surfing and volleyball at historic Bruce's Beach in Manhattan Beach. The free youth beach camps held in spring and fall celebrate access to the coast and diversity in an area with a complicated past. Here's more.
The land was vacant, and they didn't make a park until the late 1950s.
So this started out as a passion project and just a vision that was written down about 3 years ago when I was living just across the Bruce's Beach Park. And I was part of the Manhattan Beach City Task Force at the time, and I was also part of Justice for Bruce's Beach, which was also part of the movement with the county in returning the land back to the Bruces.
Culture Club is doing the thing, I think, for the young people that they're exposing to surfing and exposing to each other in the most ethnically and socioeconomically diverse county in the entire country.
I was running a surf camp down here during COVID. I was witnessing firsthand what was happening with Bruce's Beach and the whole BLM movement. And, I wanted to, I had this idea of actually bringing, at-risk youth to the beach and teaching them how to surf. The ocean, to me, growing up as a kid, was always a safe place for me. And I wanted to share that with other kids.
1, 2, 3, pop up. Guys, very good.
It feels great. Being able to be an example for these kids that they may not have had previously or prior to, This is relatively new, I guess, if you want to think about like the history of surfing and Black people's access to any water space, especially places like here in Manhattan as well as further south.
Being at this beach is definitely inspirational because, we definitely always teach our kids the value of understanding their roots, and so being able to participate on land that was a part of their ancestors and the hard work that they actually did to have the land, and then with the new law that came out to give back the land to the family is extremely inspirational.
To be honest, it was kind of a surprise. And I thought it would be way less fun than it actually was, but it actually was really, really fun, and I'm really, really glad I did it.
And I feel so just thrilled to wake up in the morning and come and be a part of this program and just see the kids go from a place where they're scared and they're shy, and by the end of the day, they're laughing, they're in the water, they're learning new things.
Seeing so much kids of color on this beach, all kinds of ethnicities from around the world coming together and playing sports like volleyball and surfing and learning about the Bruce's Beach history. It's just a wonderful gift that we can give the community.
We're jumping! Woo! You guys. Access is one thing. For most communities, you have football, you have basketball, and you have soccer because you can just play with those balls in your front yard. Volleyball, you have to set up a net. It's not accessible. Surfing is not accessible. When kids first come here, they're very hesitant to play volleyball because they don't really see it. I try to make it fun, but I also try to make them learn.
All my friends that are not of color, they surf and do stuff, and I was gonna try it out, and it was actually super fun. And and I'm glad I got into it because now I know more stuff.
Supervisor Catherine Barger visited the Rose Bowl to celebrate passage of SB 96, state legislation allowing historic entertainment venues like the Rose Bowl to reinvest sales tax revenues in preservation efforts.
We're here celebrating the passage of SB 96. SB 96 was a bill sponsored by Senator Portantino, and it was signed by Governor Newsom that will allow significant historical places like the Rose Bowl, like the Hollywood Bowl, like the Coliseum, to take partial sales tax generated through events and reinvest them in the facility.
There's no more iconic place in all of California than the world-famous Rose Bowl. A lot of historic venues over the years have struggled with having the discretionary funds to invest in their infrastructure. And what this bill does is allow those stadiums to modernize. That's going to be more energy efficiency, that's going to be better facilities, it's going to be a better experience.
Being here in LA County, it's the most populated county in America. There's a very significant standard that must be upheld, not just to keep moving forward and improve ourselves, but also to keep it historic in a way that people remember it.
The Rose Bowl, there's something very special about this stadium. And it's the heart and soul, I believe, the very heart and soul of college athletics in the country.
For the Rose Bowl, which was really ground zero for requesting this legislation, it is going to really help them to ensure that this incredible, I mean, look at it, incredible venue is here for generations to come.
Nearly 100 community-based organizations were able to distribute free turkeys to low-income families thanks to a turkey giveaway event sponsored by Supervisor Hilda Solis in Hacienda Heights. Take a look.
This is our Operation Gobble Gobble that we do annually. It's one of 4 that we're hosting this year. This is the start or the kickoff today, and we're at Pepperbrook Park in Hacienda Heights. And we are giving out 1,300 turkeys, and we get donations for this, but we also provide support from the county. And we work with our CBO, so there's about 98 CBOs that are going to be coming through today, and they will be picking up their allotment of turkeys that will be pre-distributed to people that have been pre-selected.
Events like this directly address food insecurity in times of high inflation and higher cost of living. A lot of families don't have the resources to celebrate Thanksgiving, to have a meal that reconnect us with different traditions, reconnect us with sources of gratitude, that brings family together.
Anytime you're doing something really beneficial in service of others, and you see that everybody's pitching in, doing different things, that's what community's about. And I don't care what your background is, if you're out here and you're trying to help others, we're doing it collectively, and God bless everyone who's trying.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you with scenes of a newly unveiled mural in Willowbrook titled It's All for You. The mural is part of a summer series in the county's anti-hate campaign. We'll see you next time on LA County Close Up.